Okay, I am live yet again. Hopefully, no, I won't lag out this time. So, without further ado, just do this, then do that. And then from there, hold on, let me just get everything all in order. There's that. That way I'm more visible, not like it matters. And then we're going to get started with this fourth time with the lovely GhostTube Spirit Box. Whoops. This, then like that, get out of the way. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's let this nonsense begin. You may speak. Well, hello. What is your name, or what do you want me to call you to go by?
Ida.
Ida? Okay, hi Ida. How are you doing tonight? Doing well? Good. Me? I'm not. Don't interrupt. Well, I'm not excited for my birthday, no. It's like you knew what I was thinking. Yeah, 30. Okay. I didn't understand that, but try again in a moment. Ugh. So, hold on. Don't do that. We've been through this before. Ah! Don't do that. Don't be rude. Do what right now? Want to run that by me again? What about Orlay? What about her? What about her? You said it, not me. Well, what about her? I've what? You've what? What did you do? Did you just call me a twat? What? When where? And what about Orlay? I'm not letting you off the hook. You said you were saying something about her, so what? What is it, Cupcake? What is it? What is it, Cupcake? You said her name, not me. So what is it?
Addition.
Who's an addition? Addition to what? You know, why do you do that? I'm asking you a question. Why do you make those random noises like that? Hey, don't be rude. I asked you. I asked you a question. What's the point of those noises? Why do you make those noises randomly? Cupcake. That's not an answer. Why?
Let us.
Because I let you? Okay. What if I was to tell you not to do that?
Hey.
Hey, what? Don't giggle like that. Please don't. Don't try and make yourself be all like, ooh, spooky doopy. Don't. Not really impressed when you do that. Ooh, something went thud on your end. Come on, Cupcake. Just stop doing that. So what? So what about Orlay? You said her. Hey, you said her name first. You're the one who brought her up. So what about her? Well, Tick. Can you say that one more time, but in a way I can understand it, please? What about Orlay? What about her? Come on. Come on, before I get my pension check. Come on. What about Orlay? Come on. You said it. Not going to stop asking until you say, what about Orlay? Come on. What about Orlay? Come on. Hmm. You shouldn't have, brought her up in the first place. So what about her? What about Orlay? Come on.
Hello.
Okay.
Jags.
And what about her? Those noises are really unnecessary. I'd like it if you don't do that. So what about Orlay? Come on. I'm waiting. Why are you blowing on my legs? Don't blow cold air on my legs. That's pretty, not really. How do I put this? I didn't ask you to blow my legs. Why are you doing that? I didn't even know you like that, hon. Come on now. Ooh. Just gotta love them when, sometimes they say stuff and then it just bounce out. Like, okay. Okay, whatever. I mean, you're free to do as you please, but come on now.
for sure.
Can you say that again, except, make it a little more serious? What? What? I'm sorry, I heard something crazy come out of you. What was that again? See what? Where? Which direction? What? Rude? Honey bear. Stop it. Honey, why would I do anything and have you and me? Hmm? 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 Yeah, yuck is right. Hey, it was your idea in the first place. One more time. One more time. What was that? Yes, I can hear you. Come on now. But just make sure you say stuff that makes sense. Oh, you're dead, huh? Why haven't you gone to your final resting place then? What's stopping you? Hold on, Cupcake. Hold on, Cupcake. I gotta do something. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why I did that, but I'm just gonna pretend it didn't do that. Okay, back in we go. Hello, it's quiet as well. And omnipotent. If you would like me to do a quick one for you, I can. What do you want me to look into? Who's the best? Remember, speak English. So I can... Why are you looking at my feet? Nasty. No, they're starting to... What? No, I'm not going to give you my foot. Why would I... you're kind of rude, you know that? You're... No. Okay. Not a problem. So let me just tell these guys to stick it for a little bit. And I'm going to use my own Oracle deck. The Seduction of Shadows. Current spiritual state, and then the state that you're going to be in the future. Okay, got it. So there we go. First one that came out, and it's actually the card that flew out, is the card Begrudge. So, the current state regarding your spiritual standing is that probably something in your spiritual work or investment has not gone how you put in the work for. or something that within your spiritual practice that you have invested a lot of time in has done you wrong, or something has given you a false sense of security, or has done something to harm you that you thought you could trust, and you're kind of in a state where you're spiteful or kind of like betrayed about it. And there's something harboring within that you're wanting to just have just like pretty much the just equitable given to you in some way, shape, or form. Or this can actually be something that you might have done to any. It could be a person or it could be a spiritual being. There could actually be a being that you've actually might have done not something not the best with too, and they're kind of not taking it too well. But there's this energy or standing of you, or just all together in the situation of your spiritual standing. There's this element of something having an spitefulness to it, such as, say, like if you were doing a like trying to do some spiritual growth for yourself, and you were kind of given a message and you were believing it to be one way, but then you find out to be completely nothing like it and you were expecting something else. And what you got is absolutely nothing like you were expecting to get. Kind of like, for example, say like if you were making a deal with like a jinn or a genie, and then you make a wish and it's not exactly what you wanted, and now you regret it. But it's kind of like that, but this has an intense spitefulness to it. So it's like having this lack of like giving what was expected to be received by you, despite you putting in the work or putting in the efforts and the willingness to actually get what you were originally going towards. If that makes any sense. But there is this, because if you see in the depiction, you see Lilith right here, kind of a bit wounded, and she's like walking and she's like holding herself. But over here, you also see the eye that's also on her face. And she has her vision completely drenched in red. So she's full of anger and just vengeance for being violated by Adam and Yahweh. But she presses onward despite being in pain. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more to that begrudge, just to get a little bit more clarity with it, or to be a little bit more detailed. Well, the card to clarify the begrudge is the card Opulence. So now this depiction, we actually have a depiction of love now actually rising up and actually taking flight with her wings, but also kind of showing herself in a way that's above Eden, because she's flying above into the sky. But this depiction of opulence alongside begrudge, you probably were not given the recognition of the steps you have taken and you have gone into getting to where you are right now. And possibly if you have a spiritual connection or even a connection with a certain spiritual being, they're not giving you the recognition, and they're not really giving you the needed I'm gonna just go with this word. Go with the accolades that were hoping to get, but not getting this sense of feeling like, well, yeah, but he earned it. They've worked for it, so everybody should celebrate the growth that you've done, you've obtained. But there's this lack of it not being there that's also showing a bit of a spitefulness to it, or even there could be. Or there could even be somebody that's close, or even a spiritual being that's close to you might actually be a bit spiteful and vengeful about how you're progressing really fast, much more than like say another individual. Even might even surpass the spiritual entity because you can do that. So give me 3 more on for the spiritual evolution. So the 3 cards describing that. First one. There's the second one. Well, that completely mitigates the begrudge. That one. Okay. So your spiritual evolution, well, how it's going to progress. The best way is to keep it veiled. In this art, in this depiction, you may not even see Lilith, but Lilith's not at the card, or so you think. But if you take a look at the back, you'll see a feline face right there, and that's Lilith in feline form, but she's shadowed. So for your spiritual path, you might want to actually keep it veiled and not pretty out there, and really to yourself, and not really speak about or share on how you're going towards your future. Because you know what they say, if you keep it quiet, the less likely somebody's going to come in and mess with it. While keeping it hidden, you'll be getting a lot more. I don't want to say the word dominance doesn't really fit as what I'm trying to go towards, but you'll be more authoritative and more in control of yourself, and being more commanding of like, hey, I have progression over here. I want this damn recognition, you understand? Yeah. Because if you've worked for it, you deserve to be celebrated for it. So after when you're taking a look to see like where you stand and get through that, when you have your action plan, don't even speak about it. But just make it known and pretty much make it not an option. And be all, if I work for something, I want the proper recognition or the proper rewards for putting in the work for it. Until then, I'm not going to be wasting my time with whatever spiritual being or spiritual investment that I'm working alongside. If it's not going to give its return, I'm not going to do anything for it. That's taking a stand for yourself. And in doing so, this is the card Exaltation. And with this depiction, you actually see Lilith standing on top of a mountain. And she has 4 wings. And she's kind of like doing a bit of a strut on top of the mountain, looking straight at you. So doing so and keeping in your power, it's actually going to put you on top of the hill at the highest point, which is a symbolic being able to be, when it comes to the physical living world, you'll have a lot more wisdom. But still being at the highest of all the heights, you'll be able to reach the highest points of your spiritual intelligence. But when you get to the top of the hill, just be prepared that you might have others try and I don't want to say take you off the hill, by like doing King of the Hill, but like try to get you back down to this low level with begrudge and not giving you the proper recognition for the opulence. So it looks good, but don't really give away what you're going to be planning on doing. Just command the respect and the rewards that you were promised to come from this spiritual investment. Because once you do that, you'll be acting at your highest dignity. At least that's what I see, Omnipotent. And to achieve intuition, or to actually learn how to use it. But at least that's what I see, Omnipotent. So I mean, just really just do what you have to do to come to terms with, not getting the proper rewards for the already investment that you put in. But then also, when you have your action plan to actually move forward, don't be open about it. Just keep it to yourself. But just know whenever you're supposed to gain something in return from your work, demand that you get what you are going to be rewarded first. Then you put in your side. Because if you're putting in the work and then any being, including spiritual or human, doesn't give you what's needed, no. Because if you hold your end, they have to hold up their end. If they don't, well, that's not an option. So at least that's what I see omnipotent. Just be aware of that. I pulled one more. Really restore yourself. And pretty much get over the begrudge still. Yeah. So men from the energy of like having vengeance. But then again, you're not getting the recognition that is a justifiable thing to be pretty spiteful about. Because if you put in the work, you should be rewarded for it. So come to terms with that, and then once you come to terms with that, and when you move forward, just keep it on close to yourself and don't give it up. At least that's what I see. So from there, I'm gonna get these ghosties back on. All right, ghosties, you may speak. Ugh. You may speak. You can speak now. Come on now. What? Boom. What? What? How can I hit you? How can I even physically hit you? Don't be rude, you twathead. You're gonna try and scare me to death? Okay. Bring it, come on. Please give me a scare. Do it. And don't make it be a jump scare, because that's so boring. At least give me some dread. You're not slick, I saw that. You're not clever. And don't even try to come from the other side. Come on now. Don't come up from the floor. And for those of you who are wondering, the best part of when you're aware you can converse with the other side, once it's on, you can't turn it off. You can't turn it off. Once it's on, are you whispering again? Well? Huh? I asked you a question. Are you whispering again? Well? Well, what are you whispering about? Come on. Making Pikachu's noise isn't going to help you, Cupcake. Besides, where's that scare you told me about? Come on now. What does that got to do with anything?
Hurts.
What hurts? What hurts? I'm waiting. Well,
I mean, like,
how do I like? What?
who's better?
What do you mean? Who's better?